Now, here's meteorologist Pete Mangione with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, as if Pete Mangione's straight wasn't enough of a treat, he's got a trick for you on this Saturday morning.
I do. So I dressed up for Halloween.
Yes.
Just for this weather hit, and you're looking at this and you're thinking, wow, Pete, that is a really lame costume.
It is
you're
pretty
wearing
lame.
A blue shirt. But
until
this is the same color as our weather wall. So you're going to see an interesting special effect.
Let's see it.
Which is going to make this costume really cool coming up in just a second.
You want sound effects as we do it?
Oh, you know, I'm going to go through the first few graphics without stepping in there.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of
build it up.
Gradually step in there. There you go. But feel free to do a drum roll. All right, between 1 and 6 o'clock p.m., we're looking at a wind advisory. Bristol County, Massachusetts. Could see some gusts over 40 miles an hour. And even in those areas not covered by that advisory, it will get quite windy this afternoon. Not windy just yet in Providence, only 7 miles an hour. We're at 6 miles an hour in Smithfield. We have seen some spotty drizzle out there this morning. You know, some places like Providence seeing the drizzle in the clouds right now. A few breaks of sunshine moving in from the west, though. And Brian down in Middletown recently noticing some sunshine. So we'll get a mixed bag with some drizzle, some periods of sun, and those temperatures will be on the rise. All right. Here it is. And notice I dressed up as a ghost. So
I can't resist. Ready?
Now come on in.
Is my hand gonna? I don't know.
Yeah, no, you look fine. Because
see?
You're not
There it goes.
Okay,
there
that's
it goes.
right. So that disappears. So the shirt is blue and everything becomes transparent. Now this helps me out because one of the things that happened when I first started doing the weather, they said, Mangione, you know, you're not bad, but you tend to stand in front of all the numbers, and this solves that problem. See, I can just stand right here. The numbers go right through me. I think I'll just do every forecast like that. How's that? You scared yet? All right, let's move on.
I am scared. Pretty scared.
57 degrees is our temperature. Winds out of the south at 7 miles an hour. The floating head moves off to the side as we look at Cranston East, 56 degrees right now. Wakefield Elementary, a scary 60 degrees. And the Narragansett Pier School currently sitting at 59. Current temperatures, let me get my head out of the way here. I'll move over into the Cape. 55 right now in Smithfield. You can see already in the upper 50s out across eastern Massachusetts. And those temperatures making a run at the 70s for today. All right, satellite picture as I float across upstate New York. Notice the showers just under my neck. Those not really playing much of a factor until later on tonight. We may get some spotty drizzle and showers out ahead of that this morning, but again, the bulk of it moving through tonight. And out ahead of this cold front, very mild and windy. Temperatures, again, making a run at the 70s, but we could see some gusts over 30 miles an hour. So if you're out there trick-or-treating this evening, make sure you really fasten on that costume because it's going to be blowing around out there. We go hour by hour. And anywhere, say, between 10 o'clock this morning and around 1 o'clock, we may get some sunshine, but the chance of some spotty sprinkles will be there as well. And then between about noon and 5, mostly dry conditions. The clouds start to move in, and temperatures, again, close to 70 degrees with the wind. Now, by 9 o'clock, as I kind of float over to this side of the map, notice the heavier stuff holding off into Connecticut until the pretty late hours of the evening. So even by 9 o'clock, the green not overspreading New England. And around midnight, this is the most likely time frame to see these showers moving on through. You can see the strip of rain coming through. Then as we go into Sunday, notice the sunshine comes out, and we will improve for Sunday afternoon. So for this afternoon, windy, quite mild. The chance of a spotty sprinkle, high temperature 65 to 70, but keep in mind most of today will be dry. 64 in Charlestown, 70 Coventry. Most of us seeing a few morning sprinkles and spotty drizzle. Burrville, 74 today. Cumberland, 71 with the gusty winds. And out across the Cape and Islands, temperatures upper 60s, low 70s. There's that trick-or-treat forecast. A slight chance of a sprinkle. Temperatures in the mid-60s and again quite windy. 7-day Futurecast shows 59 for Sunday with some sunshine, chance of some showers late Tuesday into Wednesday is our next threat of rain, and then a little bit cooler for Thursday, 32 degrees on Thursday morning. And there you have it. The costume, once again, looks lame.
It was a winner. Are you kidding me?
But yeah, it was fun out there to be floating around. I hope nobody was scared too much.
No. And now that you've seen a